The jungle was alive with the day's heat. Birds sang from hidden perches. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, creating a symphony of nature's music. High above, an angel soared. Her dress, a cascade of shimmering white, trailed behind her like clouds caught in a swift updraft. Sunlight seemed to emanate from her, painting the lush greenery below with an ethereal glow. Her eyes, the color of a summer sky, scanned the landscape. She was searching for something.
The angel had heard whispers on the wind, whispers of a heart as pure as the morning dew. A heart untouched by cynicism, brimming with love waiting to be shared. Her flight was not one of duty or divine purpose, but of curiosity. She had to see for herself if such a heart could exist amidst the complexities of the human world.
As she glided lower, the wind carried a new sound to her delicate ears. A melody, simple and heartfelt, sung with a youthful exuberance. Following the sound, she saw him. He was young, barely a man, yet his eyes held a depth that belied his age. He sat on a fallen log, a crude instrument crafted from bamboo in his hands. His voice, though untrained, resonated with an earnestness that made her heart flutter. He sang of love, of longing, of a future painted in hues of hope and shared dreams. The angel landed softly behind him, her bare feet barely disturbing a single leaf. The music stopped abruptly, the young man turning with a start.
"Are you?" he asked, his voice a mixture of awe and apprehension. He had never seen such beauty, such grace. She had to be a dream, a figment of his imagination conjured by the jungle's magic. "Are you real?"
The angel smiled, a radiant bloom that chased away any lingering doubt. "I am real," she replied, her voice a gentle melody. "I was drawn here by your song. Tell me, what inspires such beautiful music?"
His cheeks flushed, a blush creeping up his neck. I am looking for someone," he stammered, suddenly feeling foolish for revealing his heart to a stranger, even one as ethereal as she. "Someone beautiful, someone kind, someone to share my life with."
The angel tilted her head, her smile widening. "And you believe you can find this someone through song?" she asked, a hint of amusement in her voice.
He shrugged, suddenly shy under her gaze. "It's all I have," he admitted. "My heart and my music, they are all I can offer."
She stepped closer, her eyes never leaving his. "And what if this someone is closer than you think?" she whispered, her breath a warm caress on his cheek.
He dared to meet her gaze, his heart pounding in his chest. Could she possibly mean? No, it was absurd. She was an angel, a celestial being. He was just a simple boy with nothing but love in his heart and dreams in his eyes. Yet, a flicker of hope ignited within him. What if? He breathed, his voice barely audible.
"Would you ask her to be your girlfriend?" she asked, her eyes twinkling with mischief.
He didn't hesitate. "Yes," he blurted out, his voice firm despite the tremor that ran through him. 1,000 times, yes.
Her laughter, like the tinkling of wind chimes, filled the air. "Then consider yourself answered," she said, taking his hand in hers. Her touch sent a jolt of electricity through him, making his head spin. "Now show me this jungle of yours." Hand in hand, they walked through the dappled sunlight, filtering through the dense canopy.
He, still half convinced he was in a dream, pointed out the hidden wonders of his world. The intricate dance of a spider spinning its web, the vibrant colors of exotic flowers, the playful chatter of monkeys swinging through the trees.
She, in turn, shared stories of the heavens, of constellations unseen by human eyes, of the celestial music that echoed through the cosmos.
As they talked, a comfortable familiarity settled between them. He learned her name, a whisper of wind and stardust, and she, in turn, learned of his hopes and dreams, his fears and aspirations. The sun began its descent, painting the sky in hues of orange, purple and gold, a breathtaking backdrop to their burgeoning love story. They were so engrossed in each other, so lost in their newfound connection, that they didn't realize how far they had strayed from the familiar path. The jungle, a symphony of life during the day, transformed into a realm of shadows and whispers as darkness fell. The air grew heavy with humidity, the scent of damp earth and blooming night flowers filling their nostrils. It was then that they realized they were far from the village, far from the safety of his hut.
"We should have turned back sooner," he said, concern lacing his voice. He knew the dangers that lurked in the darkness, the predators that roamed the jungle floor.
"Do not worry," she reassured him, her voice calm despite the situation. "I am here."
Suddenly, a low growl ripped through the stillness, sending chills down their spines. Two eyes, glowing like embers, appeared in the undergrowth, followed by the unmistakable form of a lion, its muscular body tensed, ready to pounce. Fear, primal and instinctive, surged through him. He'd heard tales of these creatures, of their ferocity, their unwavering instinct to hunt.
Before he could react, the lion lunged. Time seemed to slow down as he instinctively pushed the angel behind him, shielding her with his own body. He braced himself for the impact, for the searing pain of claws and teeth, but the impact never came.
Instead, he heard a gasp from the angel, a strangled cry of surprise. He opened his eyes to witness an impossible sight. There, standing before him, was the lion, its powerful form frozen mid-air. Its paws were grasped in his hands, held firm by a strength he never knew he possessed. With a roar born of adrenaline and a primal need to protect the woman he loved, he hurled the beast away from them. It landed with a heavy thud, shaking the ground before scrambling to its feet and disappearing into the undergrowth. Silence descended once more, broken only by their ragged breaths. He turned to look at the angel, his heart pounding in his chest. She stared back at him, her eyes wide, with a mixture of awe and something else: admiration, gratitude, love.
"Are you all right?" he asked, his voice hoarse with concern. He reached out, his hand trembling slightly, to brush a stray strand of hair from her face.
She leaned into his touch, a soft sigh escaping her lips. "I am well," she whispered, her voice filled with newfound emotion. "Thanks to you."
He pulled her close, his arms wrapping around her protectively. She melted into his embrace, her head resting against his chest. He could feel the steady beat of her heart against his own, a rhythm that resonated with the love blossoming in his soul. As the first rays of dawn pierced through the dense canopy, painting the jungle in a soft golden light, they knew that their story was just beginning. They had faced danger together, and in doing so their bond had been forged in something stronger than either could have imagined. The jungle, once a place of uncertainty, now held the promise of a future filled with love, laughter, and adventures yet to be had. The roar of the lion, a distant memory, served as a reminder of the strength they found in each other, a strength that would see them through whatever challenges life threw their way. Their love, born under the watchful eyes of the moon and stars, was as wild and untamed as the jungle itself, a force of nature that would forever bind their hearts together.